I want to talk to you about dubbing. Dubbing is what we use to wrap around the thread and then wrap around the hook in order to make a body. There's all kinds of different dubbings. We've got natural rabbit dubbing. We've got synthetic dubbing. We have dubbing with sparkle in it. And also obviously lots and lots of different colors. The natural dubbing that's made with like hare's ear and things like that, it tends to be a little easier to dub because it comes in little tiny pieces. So when you're dubbing, you can break it off into little bite-sized chunks. And when you dub, you use pressure and you dub one way. You don't want to go back and forth. That will unwind the dubbing. You go one way. And you take little tiny bits and you dub on until you get the noodle filled in. We call it a dubbing noodle, or I do. The size you want it, the thickness you want it. Now you'll notice that synthetic dubbing is long and has long fibers. That's actually a little harder to dub with. But what you'll find is when you use the natural dubbing, when you wrap it around your thread, you get a lot more pokies sticking out. Now this is like the hairs of the dubbing sticking out like that. And it doesn't make for what I would call a beautiful looking fly, but it does make it buggy. And so that's why it's used. The synthetic dubbing tends to wrap down a little smoother. You don't have those big pieces sticking out. It's a little harder to wrap to the thread. You can see here. You get it on best you can. When you get the size noodle you want, you wrap it around and you notice that it is a relatively smooth body. All right. So to reiterate, we are going to use pressure and spinning, and we go one way. We spin it one way, not two. Now, if your fingers are dry, it's going to make it really, really difficult to use. So you can use some dubbing wax, or you can wet them, lick them, although some people don't like to do that. But if your fingers are a little more moist, it does help the dubbing to stick down. Anyway, hope that helps.